Will the Chicago Cubs be able to take advantage of the friendly confines? National League Baseball coming up. Great pitching, that's what you expect to see when the name is Matt Garza on the mound. And today, that's where he is. I'm Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crocker, our analysts, and we are ready to go. 2K Sports MLB. So, Steve, what's in store for these Washington hitters from him today?
Well, Matt Garza on the mound is a guy who pitches with anger. Sometimes it's good, though, and sometimes it's not. It's a great motivator. It causes him to attack the lineup. But sometimes he gets too angry, and his delivery gets out of sync, and he misses his strike zone with his pitches. So he needs to control those emotions, just let his great stuff work for him.
Here's the lineup for the Nationals. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, you put a guy like Ryan Zimmerman in your lineup, you shouldn't have to worry about runs being driven in. He has the ability to do that. Not the fastest guy in the league, but he's a big guy with a lot of power. But he also has a good enough eye that he can take the ball the other way and drive in runs with doubles in the gap in right center.
Leading off our game, Ian Desmond.
For the Washington Nationals, shortstop number 20, Ian Desmond.
Garza too far outside. That's a ball. Here it comes. There's a swing and a line drive. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively. Here's how the Cubs stack up defensively. John, how about individual factors out there?
So every team likes a guy like Ian Stewart who can take the field anywhere inside the diamond. He continues to improve defensively because of hard work. He plays multiple positions. He has the versatility to start a game at one position and move to the next and not miss a beat.
And that will give Jason Worth the chance. He's got a runner on. He hit a low 231 last year against the Cubs.
Which is...
Oh, and he takes off for second. And he throws it away, and everybody's safe.
Here's another look at the steal. He gets to second base, sliding in hard.
And he didn't have much of a lead that time off first, but a really good jump.
Now, sometimes you tip off the pitcher with too big of a lead, so it worked in this situation.
Here's the delivery. Trying to bunt his way aboard. He misses for a strike. Thinks better of that, but attempt 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, and he tries to get one down. LaHare in time for the out.
That's old school baseball right there. You have to do the little things right. He gets the high pitch down on the ground and advances the runner with the sacrifice.
Just got to make sure, Steve, you don't get that bat under the ball. Get on top of it, and he did.
That's how you manufacture runs.
RBI chance for Ryan Zimmerman.
Well, Matt Garza came over to the Chicago Cubs last season. You didn't know if there was going to be a feeling out process from him changing leagues, but he put together the strongest season of his career.
Only one out. Runner on at third. Zimmerman the bat on this one. Castro's there. One. Garza's numbers in that career year: 3.32 ERA, career high in Ks, just over the 200K mark. What a season.
Well, a lot of positives in 2011 for Matt Garza, despite the struggles for the Chicago Cubs, and the wins aren't indicative of how well he pitched.
You got Adam LaRoche in. And Steve, they've got the edge right now. They're getting some big runs at an important part of the game. Trying to salt it away early.
Oh, it's another.
And LaRoche cuts. He got it. It's off the ivy. Look at the early season schedule for the Cubs. This is the last game against Washington. After that, they'll play host to the Brewers and the bat of Corey Hart. That'll be kicking off Monday night. Kick off a road series with the St. Louis Cardinals. A little bit of a light schedule on tap for them. I think they expect to be winning over the stretch. Michael Morse looking to knock in a run. Career 2-for-5 hitter off Matt Garza. Well, they've made a decision here. They're going to issue the free pass.
The fans don't like to see this. They pay good money to come out to the ballpark. They want to see these battles. This hitter against this pitcher. Maybe next time. I look back to last season and the year that Michael Morse had. 4th in slugging percentage, 9th in doubles. And the batting average numbers were there as he ranked in the top 10 hitters in the league, putting the ball in play, finding holes, and finding a way to get on base.
Line shot into center field. And there's Bird with a 3rd out. Early pressure being put on. A run over in the first. The Nationals leading it 1-0. Our starting pitcher for Washington, as he gets going against these Cub hitters, what's in store?
Now for Steven Strasburg, it's just going to be about rearing back and showing that good stuff, because any single pitch in any count can overpower many of the good hitters in the game. That fastball, well over 100 miles per hour. He also has a well above average curveball and changeup.
And that's a strike to Jesus. He's now got to guard the plate.
Well, when you swing like that at a changeup, you're very lucky you didn't hit it, or else it'd be an easy out.
Strasburg gets set and delivers. Wants to get him to golf at that one, but he lays off, and 1-2 count. The 1-2 on its way. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
Let's take a look at that lineup for the Cubs. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, Giovanni Soto is a guy that came to the big leagues with the bang, hitting balls out of the ballpark. What he has to do, though, is remain consistent with his swing. Sometimes he gets a little out of control and starts swinging at anything that comes up there, trying to hit a home run. But as big as he is and as strong as he is, the power will come. He has to let it happen, though.
A line drive toward short. Castro's got himself a base hit. Got a chance to check out the Nationals now. Let's see what their defense lines up at. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, Jason Worth is the best center fielder that's playing right field in all of baseball. I think you can put Jason in any outfield position, and he's going to be the best at that position. So great of an athlete, fundamentally sound. But what I like about him is the way he goes for balls that are down the line, that hit off the sidewall and kick back out. He plays caroms better than any outfielder in baseball.
And this is where Starlin Castro's speed is a real threat on the bases. It's important.
Ball 1 to begin this at bat, 1-0.
You know, look back at how the Cubs fared at Wrigley Field last season. It's hard to be positive. They were under 500, but it actually was an improvement over 2010 when they had the worst home record in the National League.
And they get 2. Great double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Nationals 1, the Cubs nothing. Latter third of the lineup coming up. And it is not a warm day by any means. Scarves, winter jackets out. Leadoff hitter is going to be Wilson Ramos. Fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
And you can see that 4-seam fastball. It's been hit twice already.
And that pitch is the only pitch that anybody has hit here. But hey, we're only in the 2nd inning, so he's going to need to be at least aware that this lineup may be keying in on something, or he might be tipping that pitch.
Can't make contact on that fastball. 1-2.
Well, I tell you what, for a 2-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
Garza with a delivery. Good eye by Wilson Ramos. That's a call ball and an even count.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Swing and a rocket towards short. Castro's there. One away. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. We'll see Evan Longoria and the Tampa Bay Rays. They play host to the New York Yankees. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time. And we've got Bernardino batting. Career numbers 1 for 2 against Garza. Big swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, he wasn't trying to hit a single the other way with that swing. He's trying to take that ball out of the ballpark. Let me tell you, if he gets another pitch in that location, look out. We might have a souvenir.
This one's grounded foul wide of first. Line drive fouled off towards first. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out the inning.
He's up in the mid-90s now, so pretty good velocity, but not much break on it.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those two fastballs.
John thought timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
Let's take a look at where Washington ended up rank-wise last year in the National League. 7th in home runs, 8th in stolen bases. And the slugging numbers, well, they just didn't quite have the slugging numbers that they would have liked. Power, not a big part of their game. They were a base-to-base team having to manufacture runs.
Called strike from Garza. Count now goes to 0-1. The pitch. Line drive. That's foul towards first. And another foul ball.
Well, the battle starts when you step in the batter's box, but the real battle starts when the count is 0-2, and that's where he sees himself. But give him credit. He's keeping himself alive by fouling off that tough 0-2 pitch on the outside part of the plate. Let's see if he can make the pitcher make a mistake.
Lined foul towards third. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Up next, it'll be the Cubs.
For the Chicago Cubs.
And in the batter's box, LaHair.
Number 6, Ryan LaHair.
That one's wide. Strasburg missing.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away. If the guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
On the way. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That one gets down for a base hit. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. And that will bring up Alfonso Soriano.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Here's the delivery. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
What an outstanding pitch. Changing speeds, hitting your spots. Throw that changeup away.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. That'll put Soriano on first. He's on his way to third. So up next, Giovanni Soto.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Ball! Strasburg misses for a ball. Now, this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
Well, his fastball
pops him up. This one's going to be fielded by Espinosa. That's one down. The National schedule, let's have a look. This game, the last against the Cubs. After that, they meet up with David Wright, road series against the Mets. Boy, there's some great competition in that set of games. That'll begin early in the week. Then they'll be going up against Joey Votto and the Reds. That should be a great series. They really match up well. One away as Ian Stewart will get set. 228, not a good lifetime number against the Nationals.
There's really no explanation on why he has trouble against this team, but he struggles against every pitcher.
That one's drilled to short. That ball gets down, could tie it up. And he scores. That is the tying run.
Well, you see the pitch down to the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
Barney will be at the plate. Well, they did not want to get too far behind in this ball game, so the importance of the production here is to get themselves even.
Gary, that was a big at-bat right there, coming up and bringing them back even here early on. Nice job.
That's all it took, and that brings us to that proverbial brand-new ball game.
Well, that was a great at-bat, not only because it drove in the tying run, but it shifted the momentum, and now the offense is back on track.
Strasburg gets set and delivers. He grabs it, but the throw is wide. He's in there at second. The opportunity for offense is right now. Boy, I don't know on that count stage. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that ball, guys.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
Bases are loaded here with only one away. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0. Oh, he's behind that time. Can't catch up with it. 1-1. Here's a called strike on the outer half, and it's 1-2.
Well, you go with the big breaking ball away. It's exactly where you want to go. Set up hard in and go soft away. Nice pitch.
1-2 pitch coming. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
Right fielder.
Just drops that one in there. Good break on it. 83 miles per hour. A good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
David DeJesus, he'll try to drive something here. And he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
Well, Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
And the first pitch, watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1. Batting .250 lifetime, 3 for 12 record against the Nationals. Pitch on the way. There's a ball hit deep, left center field. This ball way back. It's off the ivy. The score is counted and no longer tied. And Stewart will also score. The Cubs are riding it along right now. They're making it happen. Take a moment to check out how much that 2-bagger helps their cause. Here's the win expectancy graph.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rip at it. Nice, short, compact swing.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. This offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
Excellent approach by this lineup so far in the game. They've got to be pleased to get out in front of him.
And it's 0-1. Strasburg gets him looking at that one. Vanderger's going to love it. Takes a little pressure off the Vanderger, too, when you get the hitters going this early in a ball game.
Well, you know what? It's the solid approach at the plate. They clearly had a play.
Hit up the middle. Espinosa's there. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. A strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. Cubs jump ahead in this one. And Desmond is in the batter's box. He's picked up a 1-for-1 so far. Success today against Garza.
You know, he could be sitting on that 4-seam fastball this time again, just waiting for that pitch, setting him up to try to drive another one.
0-1 is the count now as we get going in the third.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
Back up the middle. And it gets through. Now the tying run at the plate. That's going to bring Jason Worth up.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
Well, when he's throwing that first pitch strike, it leads to effectiveness. He's gotten 5 guys out after throwing a first pitch strike.
The pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. 2 for 4 last year against Garza. And Soto spotting the pitch. That is a strike. Matt Garza now gets ahead 0-2.
The pitcher's way ahead. He's got some room here now to play with some pitches. Don't be too fine giving him something good to hit.
Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. The 1-2 pitch. Worth contact with a foul ball. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Jason Worth is out of there.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Camp. Get a better look at that.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
And Ryan Zimmerman at the plate, runner on first.
This will be Zimmerman's 7th full season in the majors, and he's yet to be in the hunt for a postseason berth. You have to think he's very hungry to get there to see how he can perform in the postseason, whether it's with Washington or someone else.
Now the first pitch. Garza too far outside. That's a ball. Zimmerman has been the face of that new franchise in D.C. over the years. And the question is, will they keep him for that reason or make a move to try and get some help?
I think they're probably going to keep him. I mean, they want to start to advance. They're in a tough division. They're going to need that power-hitting third baseman. I think he's going to be a mainstay for a long time to come.
That's over for a strike. 2-1. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
Well, that the fact that his arsenal of pitches has been great today, and the command of that arsenal has been outstanding. And when you can do all that, you're going to keep these hitters off balance.
That's exactly it. He's doing a pretty good job keeping the hitters off balance by changing the speeds, the location, and the type of pitch. Very difficult to center him.
This one rolls through to the wall. And he's going to try for it. And he crosses the plate all the way from first base.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
It's Adam LaRoche coming up now, 1 away. Well, Steve, they've got plenty of time in this ball game, and what you got to do is peck away at that lead, and they are. He deals, smashes that one towards the shortstop, and that is in there. The go-ahead run on board. It's time to get it done for Washington right now.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball in left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
And Morse is batting. In 19 at-bats last season, 5 hits off the Cubs. LaRoche is the runner at first. On third is Zimmerman. Ground ball, Morse, and he boots it.
At the plate for the Washington Nationals, second baseman, number 8.
Here's Espinosa as he sets in, and this is what they've been working for in this ball game. Golden opportunity here. Base hit. We've got a whole new game.
You don't know how many of these opportunities you're going to get. You have to capitalize when you do. I think he's up to it.
This is a clutch hit situation. And And he starts him out. Line towards second. And he gathers this one. That's one out. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay. So they will not get the double play. So he's aboard after knocking in that run.
Well, he likes that ball up in the zone. He can see it well. He just pounds it for a base hit and driving in a run.
And this is called manufacturing runs the old-fashioned way.
Now, there's so many different ways to do it. Lump the base hits together.
And Ramos now will come to the batter's box. Now, Steve, this offense, you want momentum going your way. It looks like they've got it.
Well, they bounce right back and tie this baby up with that one, Gary.
Garza with a delivery. Strike one! And the pitch taken for a strike by Ramos. Well, that's important early in the ballgame. You want to make this into a seesaw battle. That's what they've done.
Now, you're going to be all right with a seesaw battle. Sometimes it makes you nauseous. You're going to feel okay?
That's good. That is a strike. Matt Garza now gets ahead 0-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to deal with right there. You might be looking for a fastball. You get the breaker down and away.
He fouls that one off. There's a swing. Fly ball down the line and left. This one to Soriano. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they scratch across 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on. Even game here in Chicago. Folks here enjoying an afternoon of baseball. Nice day so far, just a few clouds. All right, let's take a look now at Marlon Byrd coming up. 0 for 1 thus far. That one's wide. Strasburg missing. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
Well, guys, you look at that four-seamer. It's been hit 2 times so far in this one.
You know, 2 hits off the same pitch.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
A chance here to check out how the Cubs ranked in the National League last year. 5th in doubles, 6th in triples, and they were in the top 10 in hits. A lineup that was able to make a lot of contact and put the ball in play.
And in the batter's box, LaHair singled and scored his last time around. And here's the first one. Swing and a rocket towards short. Oh, and he dropped it.
Out plate for the Chicago Cubs. Left fielder, number 12.
With a runner in scoring position, here's Alfonso Soriano. First AB of the game, he got a base hit that came off Strasburg.
Well, able to get a hit on the fastball last time around. You've got to be looking for it this time around. And if he gets his pitch belt high, look for him to try to drive it and hit it out of the ballpark.
The pitch swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. And it gets down. Bird will try and bring it home. And the throw. And Bird comes in to score. Well, that pitch was upstairs. He got up there and got it.
A nice piece of hitting. Got up on top of that ball and drove it.
Looking to capitalize RBI situation, Giovanni Soto. Some production being seen in this game early. They've got a chance now to extend the lead.
Excellent approach by this lineup so far in the game. They've got to be pleased to get out in front of them.
Here's the first pitch. Now there's a swing. A ball hit high, deep into right field. And goodbye, home run. The Cubs continue to just pile it on. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3. Take a look at the change in the win expectancy brought on by that 2 RBI homer.
They went with a 4-seam fastball right there, and he threw it right in the hot zone for the hitter, and he took him deep. That was a mistake. Gary, this offense has just been in control right here. Extending the lead, going to make it much more difficult to catch him later. Now, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they've got to see if the bullpen can do a little bit better.
This is, Steve, I guess, with that big fly, the inning these guys were hoping for.
Well, that's exactly right, Gary. I mean, you want to have the big inning. When you get that opportunity, put a number up on the board.
Strike two, Ian Stewart. You're going to have to be careful now.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that two-seam fastball.
Hit on the ground. There's Desmond. 2 away. Our State Farm leaderboard recapping the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. Number 1, the D-backs. Brewers second. In third, the Cardinals. The Rockies fourth. And at number 5, it's the Cubs.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is great at it, one of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall, and that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in scoring position.
Line drive fouled off towards first. Swing and a chopper to the second baseman. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Well, they break through with 3 runs and open up a 3-run lead. Cubs jump ahead in this one. Leadoff batter will get a shot at it later on in this inning.
Coming to bat for the Washington.
And we've got Bernardino batting. 0 for 1 thus far.
Roger Bernardino.
And Kerry Wood is the pitcher as they make the pitching swap. Swing, a ball hit high, deep to left field, way back. Gone, a home run. They wish that homer had been chased in a couple more. They'll take it, though, only down 2.
Gary, take a look at this pitch. So far out of the strike zone, and he hits it for a home run. Where do you pitch this guy?
Maybe you got to throw behind him because you sure don't want to put it any further up in front of him.
That might lead to a fight.
Now
I like what I'm seeing here from the Nationals. Much better approach at the plate, cutting down that deficit, putting themselves within striking distance.
Line drive left of the bag and foul. And just like that, Steve, before you know it, you get a couple more base hits, and all of a sudden, this is a ball game.
Well, that's the important thing right there. You try to get base runners on, and you know with this kind of power, you can catch up quickly.
That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up.
Gary, you may have surprised himself right there. Good piece of hitting by the pitcher. Hey, nothing like giving yourself a little offensive support.
And Desmond is in the batter's box. He singled in his last at bat. Here's the pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and that gets the tying run on board. So we'll see who's going to produce here. Key moment for Jason Wood.
You talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
Struck out swinging his last time up. 0 for 1 thus far. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch on the way. First pitch, fastball, 0-1. Average last year for him, 364 against the Cubs here at Wrigley Field. Swung on. Worth got all of it. It's off the ivy. Around third, heading home. And He will score from second base. That's one. Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
One out. Here's Ryan Zimmerman standing in. Boy, they've been making some strides here. Close ball game, and this offense may just be beginning. Here's the first pitch. And Wood gets it too close. It'll be taken for a ball.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
Here's the pitch. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1. Zimmerman contacted a foul ball. And that swung on and hit. There's Bird. Out number 2.
Now coming to bat for the Washington Nationals, first baseman, number 20.
State Farm brings us a look at the slugging percentage leaders from last year. Well, a chance to check out Morse. He's 4th on the list.
Well, the one thing a manager loves is when he has a guy in his lineup that seems to always be in scoring position, and it seems like every time this guy put the ball in play, he was either on second or third, or he drove himself in. The slugging percentage, one of the tops in baseball, and he looks to continue that this year.
First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0. Here's Wood with a 1-0 pitch. Here's a ground ball. Stewart throws to first. Side is retired. Well, they strike for a couple and a little bit closer. Washington trying to get back in a position to challenge the lead. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. And Woods batting.
Number 34.
On the mound, we've got Ryan Perry. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. Oh! Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2. Fastball misses inside, and it's 1-2 now. Ground ball played by Zimmerman. And his throw gets him one away.
Right fielder, number 19, David Jesus.
So with one away, it'll be David DeJesus.
Well, David DeJesus has been known throughout his entire career as a great contact hitter, and he does have a knack to bring in runs. Unfortunately, last year with Oakland, the runs were down because they just don't get a lot of guys on base.
Checks his swing there, but it's in there for a strike. 0-1. A line drive towards short. And that'll bring Starlin Castro to the plate. Well, part of the problem, DeJesus playing for the A's never got an opportunity to produce. The team was so bad. Maybe this year with another ball club, it'll be different.
Well, you know, I think that last year, 2011, an adjustment season for me. He'd been with the Royals forever, goes to the Oakland A's, never seemed to get comfortable there, dug himself a hole that he couldn't get out of.
Grounded out his last time up. Here's the pitch to Castro. Watches that one up there, called strike 1. Ramos spotting the pitch. Castro gets good wood on it, and Morse is going to play it. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the pitch.
The chance here for Marlon Byrd comes with 2 down. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. DeJesus is on at first. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
Well, that one just froze him. He clearly wasn't looking for that, and he gets locked up down and away.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Worth to field this one. And that's out number 3. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. 5th inning coming up at Wrigley.
Up to the plate.
And a moment for Michael Morris to really make a statement swinging the bat, guys.
Just a 1 for 9 last year off the Cubs here at Wrigley. And doing the pitching, it'll be Carlos Marmol. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
If you take a relief pitcher and try to turn him into a dominant closer, Carlos Marmol, to me, has the stuff to do it. The problem with Marmol is that he's never established a consistent arm slot, so he's wide out of the strike zone. He has a lot of trouble throwing strikes. He gets behind hitters, and when he does, he's very hittable. But when he's in the zone, he has the stuff to put guys away.
Here's Espinosa as he sets in. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. Fastball too low. 1-0.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That 2-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. And he's in at second with a double. 1-0.
Catcher for 3, Wilson Ramos.
Well, only 1 out here in the inning, so a good opportunity here if they can string a couple hits together to make this a very productive inning.
And Ramos now will come to the batter's box. A 1 for 2 last year against Carlos Marmol. Spins and a throw behind the runner. Gets back in time. First pitch on the way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Oh, Espinosa, here he goes. And he is safe, just beating that throw.
I like this steal, Gary. Stealing off the pitcher. Got a good lead and beat the throw.
That pitcher took a look back but decided not to throw, and that's costly. The 2-0 pitch. And he takes a fastball for a strike. 2-1.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that 4-seamer down and away.
Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left center. That's 2 gone.
Up to the plate for the Washington Nationals. Center fielder for 2, Roger Bernardino.
A chance to find out what these guys are made of right now, Gary.
He homered earlier in the ballgame. On third, Espinosa. Now the first pitch. Paints the lower outside corner. Call strike 1. And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. And gone. A home run. That could be the game winner. Great turnaround for them. A 2-run homer. They lead by 1.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Well, they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after him. Big time production, big hits right there. Washington out in front, and they're looking to add on some more.
Here's a ground ball. Stewart. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Well, they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. Washington leading now. They've got the momentum. Part of the order due to bat next.
Up to the plate.
And in the batter's box, LaHare. 1 for 2 in the ball game. And out on the mound, we're going to see Drew Storen as they make the pitching swap. And a strike to start the 5th. We've got an 0-1 count. Liner between first and second. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. Makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
Alfonso Soriano now with 1 away.
Well, you know, Alfonso Soriano certainly isn't the same hitter he once was early in his career, but the power's still there for him. He doesn't steal bases anymore, but 26 home runs, not bad.
And it's 0-1 Storen gets him looking. You mentioned the Soriano home runs. That was the 10th straight season, John, where he topped that 20 home run threshold.
Yeah, and you might not see the batting average get much higher than 250. That's just basically what he is right now. But the fact that he can still hit the ball in the ballpark still makes him valuable to his team.
They followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Giovanni Soto comes up 2 away. He homered back in the 3rd. Here's a fly ball. Could be it. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Gary, Washington made the plays that they needed to when they needed to, leading them to victory.
And it's time to present the Player of the Game award.
Well, you know, if you're going to be a winning team, you're going to have to get contributions from everyone, and that's what happened in this game today. The 8th hitter. And look, he might not be hitting 8 for much longer. He keeps swinging a bat like this. He was the one who came up with the big hit, not the big guys, and that's what made the difference today.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
Well, that time again. Thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.